the final day for Everfree Northwest. Didn't do much again last night because tired, but that's my fault. But this was definitely an interesting con to go to. For the most part, it was a bit of an experiment, but hopefully next year, if I do decide to come, I'll be a little bit more prepared, and I'll have a lot more fun next year. So the cartoon court was definitely a thing that happened. You'll want to catch that on a lot of different channels: AC Race Fest, Red Card, and possibly mine. So whichever one you decide to use or watch will entertain you for sure. So we're getting ready for a couple of other panels and the day off with the closing ceremonies.
Political situation.
But the political structure of
a question is like, is it a democracy? Is it constitutional monarchy? Well, I think we've already established probably a constitutional monarchy. At the local level, it's
straight democracy.
It's straight democracy. It's democratically run. At the national level, it's
a strong it's a constitutional monarchy with a strong monarch, with probably with a nobility, with a powerful nobility acting as something of a legislature, but probably restrained due to Celestia knowing better.
Yeah, yeah. We know that Celestia has a lot
a lot of experience. She knows exactly.
Millennia and 100 years.
At least 1100 years.
Yeah, she's seen more stuff than like 100 of her subjects.
And as for Cadence, first off, we need to establish what the Crystal Empire is.
It's an empire.
Yeah, no, despite its name, despite its name, I think it's actually it's simply a foreign territory of Equestria.
Let's call it let's call it an autonomous region.
Yeah, it's an autonomous region.
Speaking in the correct culture, let's say Russia, for example, they use like autonomous oblasts, as they're called.
Cadence would probably be like the equivalent of a territorial governor.
Governor, yeah.
Yeah, she'd be a territorial governess.
Governess, yeah.
Yeah, territorial governess.
What does that make Shining Armor, though?
Well...
I mean, he's still like a...
He's still technically captain of the Royal Guard.
But which Royal Guard? The Crystal Guard or the Royal Guard of Canterlot?
Probably the...
Probably both?
Well, he probably the Crystal Guard. The Crystal Guard.
I think Flash Sentry is captain of the guard now, isn't he?
No,
we haven't seen Flash Sentry like since what that one episode where Cadence visited Ponyville and Discord just ruined everything.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him since then.
Yeah,
we have no idea what he's been up to.
And we probably know that because the show's over.
Before the finale and before Celestia and Luna retired, Twilight was
before Celestia and Luna abdicated.
I was about to say the correct term is not retired. You
abdicate.
A monarch doesn't do it. The Emperor of Japan abdicated. The Edward whatever is before King George VI of England abdicated because of marital stuff.
Yeah, but considering how casual Celestia is, she would use the word retirement.
Yeah, but
the legal term is abdication.
Yes, if we're talking about a monarch legally giving up the throne, that is called abdication.
Yeah, So before that, Twilight was as Princess of Friendship, she was
appointed.
Yeah, as Princess of Friendship, she was effectively a questions equivalent to the Secretary of State.
Well, you know what? That actually makes sense because the line of succession for the U.S. presidency is the vice president. Then isn't it the Speaker of the House?
Yes. Then it's
then it's the Secretary of State.
No. Then it's the President pro tempore of the Senate, and then the Secretary of State.
So now the President pro tempore of the Senate is second in charge of the Senate. The Vice President is the President of the Senate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's also the most senior member of the Senate of the majority party.
Right.
Which basically means they're always very old.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Now, doesn't the Secretary of State fall into line there somewhere?
Yeah, it's the first cabinet member.
First cabinet member after the President pro tempore.
It's the very first cabinet member in the line of succession.
Okay, so that actually makes sense. Because both.
We know nothing of a question
politics.
No, we know nothing of a question.
But when you think about it, like going back to the first episode of season 4, when both Luna and Celestia supposedly disappeared, quote unquote. Cadence was too busy running the Crystal Empire. That basically left Princess Twilight in charge. Yeah. So
that's an anecdotal instance of that happening was before Emperor Heisei abdicated. He put his
Emperor
of Japan.
Emperor
Akihito, but his current title is Emperor Heisei. When an emperor dies or leaves the throne,
or abdicates. Okay. I got it.
That they rule them.
I got it. Thanks.
When Emperor Heisei had to undergo surgery, he temporarily appointed Naruhito as his heir, as his regent.
So it's their equivalent to the 25th Amendment, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Twilight took over as temporary regent.
Yeah. Even though nothing legally happened, really, to make that happen.
As far as we know, only alicorns can rule Equestria prior to Gen 5.
Right.
Before whatever happened.
Yeah, and supposedly Sunny is a hybrid alicorn.
Or she at least has the magic of an alicorn.
She has, I think.
Yeah, but only in certain instances.
Yes.
So I think it's more of symbolic of her character development. She sort of got a taste of what it is, and now she has to earn the real thing.
Right. So because it's not physically there, so she's not bestowed that right upon.
However, there is an alicorn out there, that opaline, that dark one with the silver mane.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's up
we
with
don't know
her?
enough about this character to really say much.
What we do seem to know is that she was around. She was during Twilight's rule. So there's
something going on there.
This series is going to be interesting.
Yes.
I hope season 1 of the series deals with.
I hope by the end of season 1 we actually fully deal with the link between Gen 4 and Gen 5.
The lore, basically.
Yeah, just the first myth arc of Gen 5 should be the link between them, and then once that's done, just move on and focus on Gen 5.
Yeah.
Hey, it's front page.
So, I mean, that was an interesting talk, really.
Yeah.
So we just raised over $44,000 in the charity auction. That is insane. This con is something special. I will say that. There's just something special about it. All these people. That's just crazy. So this is it. The end of a good time.
Let them know.
Good to see you.
It was good to see you too.
Dude, man, did you enjoy the con this weekend?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was my first time.
Awesome. Hope you enjoyed your first time in Everfree.
Yes. You should look it up on YouTube. Yeah, it's an animation on YouTube. You can watch it. Everybody's heading up to their rooms.